Hey, this is Magnar, and welcome back to my modding tutorial series for Rome 2 Total War. In this episode, I'm going to show you how to create and also meddle with cultures. You know them as cultures in the game, but I thought I'd start off by saying in the database files, they're not really called cultures. They're called religions. So when I refer to religion, what I mean is the culture that you see in the game, like Punic or Latin or Hellenic. These are when you're playing the game, you think of them as cultures, but when you're in the modding, when you're modding them in the database files, in the DB, in the packs and all that, then they're actually called religions. So to start off with, we're going to add a new culture to our unit base pack. I should really name that to not a unit base pack, but to just base pack, but I'll do that later. And what we're going to firstly do is we're going to add the required database tables. And so let's go do that now. So right click on the DB, from pack, and we go down to data Rome 2. DB, and then we go down and we want to grab a few different files. So we're going to grab firstly religions. So go all the way down to DRR. Okay, religions table. So right click on that. Religion conversion mods tables. Right click on that. And then we also want to get diplomatic relations religions. There's a diplomatic, there, relations religions, and on one more, CII personality cultural multipliers. Here, right click on that as well. And then we click OK, and all four of them get added. Let's go in and now save it and change the name to fragment it, shoot for all of them. And last one, rename it. Okay, we can save that now. So we'll start here in the religions table. You can see here the 11 different religions in the game available. And you have here a icon that they correspond to. So we're going to add our own religion in this, but I'm not actually going to create an icon, but you can create a new icon. For the sake of showing you where, if you were to create a new icon, the path that you would save it in, or also if you want to edit a vanilla icon, you can find them. You go into your data Rome 2 pack, you go to UI, go down to skins, and you pick your, or you don't pick, it's in default, and then you scroll down and you want to find this PNG file. So you go down to icon, here they are, icon, culture, blah, 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 blah. So when you add your own, you put it in the same place, you name it whatever you want, or if you want to overwrite one of these, you can just copy that, edit it, put it back in your pack, and then you've got a new cultural icon. But yeah, I'm not going to be doing the graphical work in this tutorial. I'm just going to show you all the tables and everything, how it all works together. Okay, so that's that one. So let's quickly just change one of these, and we'll call it African Religion Magnardom. Magnianity. Like Christianity, but for Magnar. Okay. Delete all the other ones, don't need them. So I can save that. So I'm going to copy the key. We're going to need the key shortly. Then we go up to here, and we've got the conversion, so different conversion rates to all the other religions. So you should have 10 rows, and that's how you can modify the speed at which that conversion occurs. So I'm just going to copy over here again. I'm not going to go and meddle with the numbers and all that kind of stuff. And now, because we have these tables fragmented, I can just delete the rest. Excellent. Make sure I've done it there as well. I haven't tested if this convertibility thing does anything. I'm not sure if it does. If you test it out and you find out what it does, please let me know. Okay, so I'll save that again. Now I'm going to go over here to the other two tables, and we've got a diplomatic relations modifier based on religion. Oh, some other modifiers. Again, not sure what the relations modifier does. But then you've got, okay, so what this is, if your religion, being religion A, controls a controls a region which has another religion also, and then it has an impact on the unhappiness of that religion or public order. And this modifier here affects how much unhappiness is caused. So again, I'm not going to fiddle with the numbers. I'm just going to copy over this African Arabian one, which I've been doing for the whole thing. So you can see here. Oh, sorry, I've got to also save. So here you could see. I've been forgetting one thing, haven't I? Okay, so in all these this table here is down here as well, because I'm actually overwriting. I'm not overwriting, I'm just adding it, but just using it as a template. I actually have to add a row. Just clone this one. So you can see here, it's also got when you own a region, which is the same region as yours, there's no unhappiness change. But of course, we need to add that here, so okay. Good. So now you should have, if you're adding a religion, you should have 12 rows in this table. If you're just editing a religion, you should have 11 rows. That's for each religion. In the one down here, if you're just editing and you're not adding new ones, you should have 10. Otherwise, you should have 11 if you're adding a new religion. So I'm going to add a new one here from my religion to the one I overwrote, which I accidentally didn't add additionally. So, okay, now all 11 religions are there, except for the one that is the base relation in this table. Okay, anyway. So now we've got, okay, got one more table to do. Let's copy that, make sure I've got it. There you go, let's jump in there. Actually, I'll save it first. Okay, in this one, this is to do with the CAI, the campaign AI. Here you have the base diplomatic relations based on religion. And then you have some multipliers with regards to just how it interacts. So here we have the source. We're going to overwrite this one again, just as we've been doing. And of course, you can see that you also need to have, let me go back to the original, how factions of the same religion interact, and then how factions of different religions interact. So again, I need to add another row here. To add it for how it interacts with the people of the same religion, culture, religion, you know what I mean. Okay. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going in changing all these multipliers and diplomatic base relations or any of the other stats. I'm just doing the basic religions. Now there's different personalities that the AI can have. So this is the default one. If you want to create more, I think there's only the default one as it is. If you want to create more, you can, and you can create different combinations. So you can have like a fanatic personality where if a faction has that fanatic personality, then it'll be much more extreme, for instance, with its diplomatic relations, or you can have one which embraces a fairly open faction, which is kind of doesn't really care about the religion of the different religions. So you can kind of make different personalities sets and then assign them the different religions, if you want to get into that kind of stuff. But anyway, that's all you need to do for the database tables. The last part is all start pos. Well, not start pos. We'll get to start pos at the end, actually. So now the next part we want to do is we want to add the text. So where you can actually see the name of the religion, where that is set. So we're going to open up our text, which we've already got there, DB, and then we're going to right-click, add from pack. I'll scroll down to this one here, local EN Rome 2. And it's pretty easy to find. You just open it up, text, DB, and then we go down to, of course, religions. Double-click on that to add it. Okay. Can save it. Let's change the name so we can fragment it. Okay, save it again. Now, let's just delete everything except for one row. We don't need all that. So what we've got here, we're going to change this to our new faction, our new religion key, which we've been using. So we can just copy that from our table up here, religions. This one here. So we'll jump in there, and everything after this religions underscore on screen underscore. So that whole thing there, right click, paste, all good. And then we can change the name of how the religion looks like. When you hover over it, you see what religion is called. We can call devotion to the one true Magnar. No, something a bit more grandiose. Omnipresent Magnar. Okay, that seems about right. Okay, now the text is done. You saw where the UI, the icon, was done, and there's only one last thing to do, and that's we've got to add it to the start pos. We assign religions to factions in the start pos. So that's where it's determined which faction has which religion. And we also, each region in Rome 2 has a base religion, culture. Culture/religion, if you will. So we determine what that base culture/religion is also in the start pos. So let's go and do that now. So firstly, I'm going to just do it through PFM, nice and easy. So we've already got our start pos here, which we've been editing. So I'm not going to go and add a new one. I'm just going to work with the one we've got. But if you wanted to add the new one, you just add the directory where the start pos you want to edit is. So this one is campaigns, main Rome, and start pos. You can see it here, campaigns, main Rome, start pos. No, I don't want that. Okay, so let's jump in and do it. So let's open up the campaign start pos. Okay, go to compress data, campaign environment, you go to campaign model, now you go down to world. And here you can go to, firstly, to faction array. In the faction array, we then pick a faction based on, you can open up one level, and then you go click on the faction. You can see this one is Rome. And you can see here the religion is, or culture is Latin. So let's not change that one. Let's change another one. Carthage. No, I've been doing Rome the whole time. I'm going to change Rome. Okay, so let's make sure I have the, I hope I've got this already copied. Nope. Right click, paste. There it is, yep. Luckily I had that copied. Copy it before you go into the start pos, because if you go out of the start pos, you have to wait for it to load up a bit again. Anyway, so that's now the faction will be of the religion Magnianity. Then the next one we have to do is we have to go to the regions and determine which region has what base culture. So to do that, we're going to go out a bit, go up a couple levels. Out of faction array, I'm going to go into region manager. Get your region array. Just click on the region. And again, here it is. Oh wait, where is it? Which region are we in? We're in Latium. Okay, so in Latium, okay, so now we have to open up the region another level. And we're going to go down to traits, not traits, population. So go to population, region factors. Then we go down here, religion breakdown. And you can see here you've got all different slots for all the different religions. Latin's got one there. Okay, let's check out another region, shall we? So we're going to go population, religion. This one's for Cilicia. And this is essentially a, you can see the starting. There's no, they've all got exactly 10%. You can also notice here that there's only 10 religions and not 11. And that is because we added this start pos as an old start pos. This start pos comes from before the latest update, which added the Balkan religion culture. So that one is not actually in here, but all the other ones are. Okay, so here we have the starting proportions of the culture. So Latium starts with the whole thing being Latin and etc., etc. Now we can also add our one to here, so let's go into population. We can just right click on that and duplicate it. Okay, and then we've got our one in there as well. I can't remember if it actually automatically generates. It probably does automatically generate it if you don't add it here. But if you wanted to add the starting religion having some influence, then you'll have to add it like this. Also, if it doesn't automatically generate it, then you'll have to add it this way as well. Add a new one separately. Okay, so that's how to add the starting culture, religion, and then we have to add the base religion also. So each area has a base religion which always has an impact on that religion, on that region. Actually, yeah, this is the this is the one which determines the proportion of the population by default that supports your religion. I was just looking for it, but I couldn't find it because this was it already. Also, you have to add. Before in the episode, I kind of slipped my mind, but whether you have to add this or not to each individual region, and you actually do have to. So that could take quite a bit of time. So yeah, so we've done this here for this one region, and you'd have to do it then for the other. Is it region 1, 0, all the way through to 172. Repeat this process of the religion breakdown, and then adding a number here. The value of all these values here for every single religion in total, the sum must equal to 1. So if you want to add something to your religion, so you want to make this 0.5, then you're going to have to go to every other one and edit them so that they, in total, are less than equal to 1. So I have to reduce the 1 that was in this one to 0.5. I'd then have to go down and do it all to all the other ones. So again, I'd just duplicate it. And I can go in and, right. And then I do the same thing again with the number here, but I can just make it 0, and then it's nice and easy. And you keep doing that, so on and so forth. And that's how you can edit the start pos manually. The other way to edit the start pos is by doing it through the assembly kit. So I'm going to firstly just save this here. And while I wait for that to all turn red, I will jump into the assembly kit. Now in the assembly kit, we can do both those things. And the way we do it, firstly we do the faction one. So we go to factions, open that up. And you pick the faction that you want to change the religion of, so say Rome. And you can see here, state religion, and we change that to the one we want to do. But to do that, you have to do all those other tables we did in PFM. You'd have to do them all in the assembly kit. Well, not all of them. You'd only have to do the religions one. I guess I can quickly do that. Okay, religions. Add record. Okay, let's go here. On screen doesn't matter. Icon doesn't matter for this tutorial. Okay, copy that back again. Now I can go into those tables and I can select. So go down to Start Pos, Factions. We're in the table launcher, by the way. You get there by View Table Launcher. Should have started off with that. Okay, so now we can go into the state religion, double click on it, and get a drop down box, and you can get, where is it? Here it is, Magnianity. Okay, and then you can just apply that, done. And then you go to the region, religions, open that up. And then here, you can just add your religion to the region. So sort by region. You can see here, you can change, okay, if we have it here by underline, I can change underline to, oh, not that, this one. Sorry. If I change lookup values here to underlying, these all become numbers. That's why we have it all as lookup values. And you can see here how they've spread it exactly the same as we saw before. A bunch of different religions, etc., etc. How many have we got? There seems to be a few less religions here than what I was expecting there. Anyway, you can just add your religion to that, to each row. I guess the easy way would be just to copy another religion, for like Arabian, for instance. Germanic, Hellenic, Iberian, Latin. Yeah, okay, so there's some religions missing in this table, like the Balkans and all that kind of stuff. Not sure why. Anyway, you can just add yours to the table, just perhaps find a religion that's already been done, then just select it all. So say, what have we got? We've got Celtic here. No, we've got an African one. Okay, so let's select all the African. Ah, that was not what I wanted to do. Okay, let's start again. Okay. Oh, Balkan is there. Okay, so you just have to add it. I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm not sure why they've added these to some and not to others. I can't really figure it out. Balkan. Perhaps you only have to add the religion to the ones which you want to actually put a percentage in. But anyway, you can just add it to this add record, put up your religion in there. It's also in this list still. copy the province name you want in there, and then you can mess with the percentages. If you want to just look at the individual provinces, you can sort by region. Okay, I'm not sure why they didn't all go to the top. Anyway, let's have a quick by region. I can just put in the number here, 213042818. Lepidus Magnar. Here it is. Punic Lepidus Magnar. Okay, so you can see you have to make sure that all these add up to 100, and then that'll all pull through into the start pos, just as we did before, and that way you don't have to do it. It's a bit quicker doing it this way. Then you just build your start pos through Bob, and it's all good to go. Anyway, that's what there is to religion. I hope it was helpful, and I'll catch you in the next episode.